All right, Shalom Akim is the high spirit wind Judah of the GMS Mississippi camp, giving all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash. I also want to give double honors to our apostles, great millstone, Ruel, and peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. All right, today's lesson is going to be entitled, Know Thy Weakness and Pray for Strength. All right, because, like I said, pride aside, ego aside, which we're not supposed to have pride or, be conquered by our egos. All right, know your weakness and pray for strength. All right, and it's truth, man, because we're not superficial. All right, we have flaws, we have character flaws, we have vices, we have poor habits that we've picked up before we came into the knowledge that we still struggle with. And you have to know your triggers. You have to know what is going to cause this slippery slope effect of you basically slipping, man. All right, making horrible, poor decisions, man. A lot of times it's not big things that make you go off. It's little things that are triggers to falling into big things, man. All right, this is Sirach 37:27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life and see what is evil for it and give not that unto it. So you're supposed to prove your soul, man, through experience, man. And that's not to use that as an excuse to just fulfill your lust in the name of, having experience, man. All right? Prove thy soul. And in this path, in this journey, in this odyssey, you're going to realize that you have flaws, man. And when I say you are, that's applying to me. All right? Because this truth causes you to look inwardly, man. All right? But you have to know your weakness. So, like, you have to know your weakness, man. And we have weaknesses, man. And don't be confident in the plain way, man. Don't think it, like brothers was talking about this last night, man. Don't think that you can't be conquered by certain things. Don't think that a woman can't conquer your mind. All right. Don't think that, if you linger around with certain elements too long, certain things too long, that you will become victim and be conquered by it. All right. That you give yourself certain triggers. Next thing you know, you fully engage in something that's destroying you, man, whether it's a sin or not. All right. Sirach 37:27 again. It says, my son, prove thy soul in thy life and see what is evil for it and give not that unto it. All right. So experience is a learning curve, man. It's a learning experience. All right. And that causes you to continue to embrace something or refrain from embracing based on what you've experienced from it, also known as proving your soul. Experience, the X goes back to out. In the other part, experience, the Perry, has been a minute since I looked at the word. I could just look it up right quick. But it means to try. So ultimately, all right, it means to try out, but I could get the word, experience, you know. Middle English, Old French, from Latin, experientia, experi, means to try. So basically, you're trying, and the original definition for try was literally meant to test. All right, like trials and tribulation. All right, try. It's the test. So you test certain things out to see if it's beneficial for you or to see how your spirit reacts to it, man. All right. But you have to know your weakness. Certain things you go through, and you ask yourself, why did the Most High allow you to go through it? So you could develop and learn, okay, that's something that I shouldn't mess with anymore. Okay? All right, I'm going to read this again. Sirach 37:27 again. My son, prove thy soul in thy life and see what is evil for it and give not that unto it, man. All right, you fill in the blank what's evil for your soul, man. I can't tell you what's good for you or what's not good for you. That's something that you have to experience, man. And it's something that I'm experiencing and I have experienced in this walk of mine. In this walk, I had to experience negative things that might not affect you as much as it affects me. But the reason why I have to prove myself because it's not a sin. All right. So I have the liberty to experience certain things that's lawful, but it wasn't expedient for me. And that's a sign of growth, man. All right? A sign of growth is to not give yourself something based on how it benefits you or how it hinders you, man. Whether it's a sin or not, all right? And with that, I'm going to go to, let's take Sirach 32 and 20. Sirach 32 and 20. Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall. Hey, know your weakness, man. Know your weaknesses and pray for strength. All right? Don't go somewhere where you're going to fall, man. All right? You used to smoke weed in the world. Why in the world you hanging around Jason smoke weed now, man? All right? Don't be sitting there getting buddy with a woman and you know she's fucking married or you know she has a man or whatever you want to call it. All right? Because when you shouldn't put yourself in a situation where you're going to fail. Or if you got the big heading thing, oh, no, I ain't going to do nothing, bro. Ain't nothing going to happen to me. You already mentally failed. Because any man knows that he's simply a man. All right? I'm not finna be in a compacted space with a woman that has a man. Because I already know what the nature of being a fucking human. I know the nature of human nature, man. All right? Yeah, them demons, they want stuff like that to go down, man. Demons will hop on that damn woman. Demons will hop on you. So don't even put yourself in a situation where you're going to slip, man. All right? Or you slick, don't want to ask her if she got a man because you don't want to hear something. You don't want her to say something that you don't want to hear because you want to have an excuse just to say, well, I didn't know. All right, the most I know is your heart, though. All right? Sirach 32 and 20. Go not in the way where thou mayest fall and stumble not among the stones, man. Don't put yourself in a situation where you lose your integrity, man. You lose who you are, okay? Because you fail to realize that you have weaknesses, that you have triggers, okay? And if you notice, I'm just staying in the book of Sirach, okay? Let me get this last scripture, I'm going to close it out. Sirach 19 and 1. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness should not be rich. We're laboring in the spirit. We're those laboring men. And those drunkenness doesn't have to mean liquor. It is indulgence or just feeding the flesh in general. And you just departed from your maker because you're too busy engaging in carnal activities, man. And he that contemneth small things shall fall by little and little. So contempt means to ignore or abhor. All right. It's a lot saying got me yarning. All right. But to contempt means to abhor, man. So if you ignore the things that benefit you and you're embracing things that basically move you out of the spirit, you're going to fall by little and little, even if at that moment it doesn't seem that you're being affected by it. Okay. Verse 2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away. Yeah. And even Mike Tyson said this. He was like something to the effect of he loved women, but he didn't realize they could take so much away from him. A man that's in tune with his maker, in tune with the Most High, he's on his path, all right, for salvation, all right? You need time alone, all right? You need time to cultivate your spirit. But when you're embracing women in the sense of a plural, just giving your loins over to your flesh, all right, it makes your spirit weak, man. All right, because you have two contrary forces within your body, your spirit and your flesh. And wine and women is fully feeding your flesh, which weakens the spirit, man. So what does it mean when it says wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away? Fall away from what? Fall away from the understanding of this truth, man. All right? Much is given, much is required, okay? And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impotent, all right? But that's pretty much the point, man. Know your weaknesses and pray for strength, man. The things you go through are learning curves for growth, okay? But also, we have to be in a certain mindset to fight, man, because, hey, we're coming into a time of judgment, time of Jacob's trouble, all right? And what's about to happen on American soil has never happened on the planet Earth. Think about all those gruesome war movies, those battle scenes, just real grimy and brutal, man. All right, it's going to surpass that to the 10th power, man. All right, so we got to be in a certain spirit, man, and pray to Yahweh Shema Shah for mercy. But with that, I hope your brothers and sisters were edified. And once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shah, by Shirah HaKodash, double honors to our apostles, a great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. To the next time, Shalom.